Hi there, it's Claire from Clairified Creations and welcome to a day in the life of an oncology nurse. Today is Wednesday, March 26th, so it's almost the end of April, and I thought I would just share what a day is like. I don't think I'll be able to film much in where I work. Tonight, I'm actually going to an oncology nurse dinner, which I will try and film as much as I can over there too and tell you about that. So it is gonna be a bit of a different day. If you all are new here, I am a pretty new oncology nurse to the Spartanburg, South Carolina area. First thing I do is get my lunch ready. Ignore my messy background here, but I'm packing chicken pot pie today, just a small little bit since I will be having that pretty nice dinner. Get my water bottle, and I feel like I need some dark chocolate too. Hey guys, so I am back from work, and sorry about the little bit of a background noise. My shower is currently running because I really need to go and get ready. Tonight I'm going to this fancy dinner, so I will be continuing this vlog on tomorrow. As far as work goes, today was just kind of dragging. Every second you could feel all those 8 hours. All right, I have about 15 minutes before I need to leave. This is the outfit of the evening, not the day, because the day is basically gone. I've got this navy blue dress. Last time I wore it was October of 2023 for a wedding. It's been a year and a half since I've worn this, but thankfully it still fits, so I am very glad. This is what just the back looks like. This was actually, fun fact, my graduation dress. And then I tried to put on a little bit of makeup, so I put on lip gloss, some tinted sunscreen, and then oh, that looks really bad close up. Oh my goodness, I look so orange. It's really, I don't think that bad in person. I was gonna try and put my hair up, but I'm just gonna leave it down because it's too much work after work. I'm gonna put on a cardigan to go over in case I get cold and just wear some flats, and then I will head out. Okay, you guys, real quick, I'm not gonna take my camera because it's just a little bit too much work, but I will be using my phone to try and vlog and take as many pictures of the food as I can, and then I'll share with you after what the speaker says. I have so much to update you all on. So I did not film anything besides the clip going into the hotel because I have a really crazy story to share as far as getting there. I got myself a Fresca as a little 8:43 p.m. snack / treat. Anyway, so my story to getting there. I leave my apartment plenty of time, and then I saw that it took not too long to get there. But then when I clicked on it and put it in my maps, it was taking an additional 10 minutes to get there, which was putting me at 6:24 as my ETA, and the dinner started at 6:30, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's kind of cutting it close. So I texted my coworker because we were gonna meet up. She said her ETA was 6:12, and I said, you know, you don't have to wait for me or anything. I'm pulling out of my apartment, and then my ETA jumps to 6:29, and I'm thinking, what? Is there really this much traffic? And the answer is yes, there was that much traffic. I'm driving and there is a lot of traffic, and then my ETA jumps up again to 6:32. After I'm almost there, I'm about 6 minutes away, my ETA goes up one more time to 6:36 because my map rerouted and it just kept doing that. So I kept going the way it was telling me to, but I was using Apple Maps, and I have never had such a problem. Even coming back here, it was so crazy because it kept rerouting on itself and adding more time. So by the time I got there, 6:36, right? My coworker calls me and asks me where I'm at, and I'm telling her I'm walking around. I park all the way to at the back, walking around everywhere, and I realize I am at the wrong building. The wrong building. And I'm calling her, and I think that this car is her, so I'm just waving and flagging her down, like, come over here, come over here. Completely wrong person, complete stranger. It was this other lady that was not anywhere near my coworker's age. It was a little embarrassing. So I get back in my car and I pull over to another parking lot, and this parking lot is also the wrong parking lot. And finally I realize it's the next parking lot down. So I get to the next parking lot and we're calling each other and texting, and finally I get there, but I am about 10 minutes late, which is kind of crazy. I go into the room, the banquet, And they have me and my coworker sit at the head of the table. The table is like this. It's a long rectangle. There's 2 chairs and then there's a bunch of chairs on this side. We're at the head. It was interesting. It was completely fine. Nobody seemed to really care that we came in a few minutes late. Dinner was really good, but a bit surprising because they just came with whatever. They just served and didn't ask us for a menu or our preferences. They just served it. So the first appetizer was just a salad with some feta cheese on it. It was quite tasty. Red cabbage in there. There's a bread and a roll. The bread was not that great, to be honest. It was a little stale. The main course was steak and salmon, and I unfortunately don't like salmon, but the steak, it was very, very good. It's probably some of the best steak I've ever had. So tender. I would have maybe liked it a little bit more cooked, but it was so juicy. I'm pretty sure it was a filet mignon with some vegetables. The vegetables tasted like a nice glaze sauce. And some mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes were okay. I personally like my mom's, but I'm just giving you a full-on review of the food, and then I'll tell you about what the speaker actually said. And for dessert, they had these tiny little cheesecake bites. I'll just be real with you all. I had 3 tiny little bites, and I don't regret it at all, because why not? There was so much extra, and I thought, you know what? They are tiny. I should have some. So I did. The speaker, he talked about something called Optune, which I will show you the pamphlet. It's for Optune Lua is for lung cancer patients, and it's about, let's see, it's for patients with metastatic disease. And they wear this device that can kind of prolongate their life a little bit when they're out of options. This is like a extender sort of, but the thing you have to do is wear this device so you can kind of see it peeking out. They're chest pads, and then there's a backpack that you have to wear for 12 to 18 hours per day, and it goes on it and kind of, I guess, stimulates or blocks the tumor cells from growing a lot. I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor, but from what I got from it, it works along with immunotherapy in cancer patients to help extend their life. Sometimes it can be 2 to 3 months, sometimes they said it could be 8 months, but it is a way that they have came up with that is not super taxing on the body. Of course, there's skin breakdown, some irritation, but nothing too crazy, they said. It's not gonna be altering your quality of life drastically like chemo would be, wiping out your whole immune system. It was interesting. I think there are some flaws with it, but as time goes on, I'm sure that it'll get better with research and everything. It is about 3 pounds on your back, and you have to wear it to sleep, so 12 to 18 hours a day. And I'm thinking, how can you sleep with a backpack on and chest and pads over here too? It is an interesting concept. Definitely learned something today. So the rest of the night, I'm just gonna relax. Also, if you guys have not read this book, When Breath Becomes Air, I finished this today. It was so good. It's also about a surgeon that gets cancer. It's actually lung cancer, and he just talks about his story, and he was into neurosurgery. Such a good book. Highly recommend. Definitely, you gotta read it. It's super quick too. It only took me a few days to read. That is my updates for you all today. I'm gonna just sit, relax, drink my Fresca, get into some pajamas, and I think I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow because why not? Okay, happy Thursday. Yep, we're almost there. It feels like it should be Friday, but the week is continuing. It's not there yet. Today should be kind of a busy day for the clinic. There's a lot of patients scheduled, so I'm sure it'll probably go by pretty quickly just because we've got a lot of people to see and get roomed and then get in and get out basically. Just the turnover rate's gonna be a little bit more than it was yesterday. Plan is to go to TjMaxx after work, so I will bring you along for that because I need some cute spring clothes, and I feel like I have not done really anything super fun or bought for myself in a while, and I'm very financially responsible, I would say, but sometimes you just want a little treat, and TjMaxx is definitely a happy place. If you're a girl, you know, let's go to work and we'll see you after. Hey, it is after work and I thought I would share with you all what I got at a TjMaxx haul. I want to talk a little bit about oncology nursing in specifics and kind of share sort of what's been on my heart recently. I've seen so many really heartbreaking things. I've seen some really amazing, sweet stories, and I've also just kind of witnessed patients decline and deteriorate, because the reality of cancer is you can't save everybody, and some cancers are aggressive, they're going to come back, and some of them are just not curable. And I think I don't realize that when I room these patients, I might not see them again, which is so crazy. The majority of them I will, but there are some that I won't. And it didn't really hit me until yesterday, because one of the patients that I roomed, I'm not going to see them again. And a lot of them, I feel like the harder cases are when they're young, because we do see any age from pediatrics up until, I mean, I've seen 90s, high 90s, especially when they're around my age in their 20s. It is even more heartbreaking, because I feel like that could easily have been me or another one of my friends, and it is so unfair. But with that, there is a lot of hope in cancer, and there's a lot of joy, and there's a lot of faith, which is always so reassuring. But I just wanted to share with you all that it is a sometimes hard position, but I love it, and that's kind of the update I have. So because it's just been crazy, and today was super stressful. It was a lot of people on the exam side, getting people in and out, and then I had to do a blood consent, and it just was insane. I went to TjMaxx. It's the best store ever. So the first thing I got, we're gonna do a nice little rundown of everything, is the pink stuff. I've been seeing this all over online, and it's supposed to be really great for everything. So it transforms your dishes surfaces. I think I can put this on my counters, so that's what I'm planning to use that for. And I got some Milk Body Wash Vanilla. I looked at it, and it's a Japanese brand, and I feel like the Japanese really know what they're doing when it comes to skincare and hair care and all those type of products. They make some really good ones. So I was like, you know what? It also has a cow on it, and if you know me, I love cows. It was perfect, and it's in the scent vanilla because I needed some more body wash. I got some eyeshadows, just some nice neutrals because I needed some more. I got some Palmer's cocoa butter. Fun fact, my preceptor had this cocoa butter on almost every single day, and it smelled like chocolate, and I love chocolate so much, and I want to smell like it too. So I'm gonna put this on my hands and go to work, and I'm gonna smell like chocolate, which is so fun. Another thing I got is perfume. Emily in Paris perfume. Now, I have not watched the whole show. I've seen a little bit of it, but it wasn't my favorite. The perfume though, it smells really good, and I have never been a perfume type of person. You know, I went crazy in there. And then the next things, what I really went there for was some cute spring tops, but I didn't find a ton. I got this first one, only 2 pieces, this Lucky brand lemon tea, and it's just like this. I thought it'd be really cute tucked in maybe some jeans and some sandals. I love lemons, and just a perfect spring outfit piece. It was $20 though. Normally I don't spend that much. I just said, you know what, I'll do it. Then the other one is another kind of similar neutral with the flowy top, flowy puff sleeves. Thought it would be good to wear to church or maybe just wear out on a weekend. That is my whole haul of TjMaxx. I did pretty good for everything I got. I think it was very reasonable. I'm very excited that I just kind of had a little bit of time to myself because I don't do a whole lot, I'll be honest. And I really should try and have more of a life, so I went to my favorite store ever. This is the a close shot. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna end off the vlog here. Thank you all so much for watching. There's gonna be some exciting content coming soon, so definitely hit subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye.